people, Abuja. And this program is a front page review. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the show. And there's a lot in the news. We're just going to go over that, we're just going to breeze over that real quick before we get through to Rufai Oseni to join us at 7:30. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory yesterday, Nyesom Wike, tackled Mike Ezekome, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria, at a program in Abuja on Thursday over claims that the country has not made progress since it returned.
Yes, I'm an awardee, but I'm a Nigerian. That's correct. The lecturer, my friend, Professor Zakome, had made some points. But you're wrong. Sitting here without correcting some impression. First of all, we're talking about democracy 25 years. We know, like Shehu Sadi said, how they were locked up, how they were detained. I hate say under this democracy, any Nigerian have found himself under that state. That's the progress. That's the progress. We should give the impression, say we have not made any progress. You have said here about infrastructure, FCT. You have said here FCT. What is FCT?
Defensive midfielder. That's what he's being called on social media at this point. But hey, what do you think about his statements? There were some of them we enter, but some others you have to look with through a microscope to examine the things that he said. Meanwhile, in the headlines this morning, we still have Malam Nasir Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State. He hosted Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso at his residence. The PSC, the police service.
But Nick now is trying to push that baby down. The facts better than Trump all the way. But listen, truth has to be said. When things got tough in America, Joe Biden set up something called an Inflation Reduction Act, where they pump money into the economy to be able to reduce inflation. You see, these ones don't care. What they care about is the president's jets. And the president too, in turn, the presidency too will sign up, will give them their own portion of money that we share to them in the bill. So that's what they're concerned about.
It's just really interesting watching all this drama play out. We talk about infrastructural development. That seems to be the goal of this administration. Roads, road creation. What about other things? In fact, road seems to be the most basic. We cannot be celebrating road constructions in 2024. Meanwhile, we have Japan doing different things, China doing different things. The light rail trains that they have that move at the speed of light. They have different things in terms of technological advancement, and we're still playing politics.
We're not ready.
Anyway,
and it's obvious, pretty obvious. We're not ready. We're not ready. What we should be focusing on are outcomes. What are the health outcomes? What are the education?
They hold. The moment they wear it, it seems as a free pass to do whatever it is that they want to do to Nigerians who they have been sworn to protect. So it's very confusing as to where we get it all wrong in terms of, okay, this is your duty. In terms of service, right? It just really is confusing at this point. But
it's just a Saturday.
We had over the course of the week, we had the Nigerian Police Force, the Police Service Commission at loggerheads as to who's supposed to be conducting the recruitment and all that. I don't know why it's been a year-long struggle between the NPF and the Police Service Commission. But what's your take on the matter?
I thought they've changed the head. They've changed the head. The Police Service Commission, they've rejected. So let's see how all of this pans out. But the Nigerian Police Force, the truth has to be said. So the truth has to be said about the Nigerian Police Force. There's a dichotomy as regards the commission and the force. There's always a dichotomy. The head of the Nigerian Police Force always wants to handle everything. But the commission is also supposed to be there for checks and balances and things like that. So that's why there's a big back and forth. So let's see how that pans out. Let's see now that they will have a smooth working relationship and they'll be able to consolidate But
they do things for Nigerians. It seems all political in nature and
no, but
self-serving.
it might just be a friend. You forget all of these people have a relationship apart from politics. So
Hmm.
I don't necessarily be all the time that they're talking politics. Yes, they might talk politics. So except I start to see full implementation, and I start to see full.
For Nigerian households. What this means, we're not even aware, we're not even understanding, because it seems as though when we make statements, very, very blanket statements like this, we do not define exactly what the goals of some of these programs are even supposed to be in the first place.
That's just it. We just have hypervolution. But part of the things we were talking about was in the next couple of years, get about 2,000 tractors say for agricultural mechanization, production of food. They said they've been talking to Tata. And in terms of the facts, Joe Biden, had a lot of facts. But Trump doesn't debate. All he just does a lot of bluster, lies,
Mm.
one-liners, and things like that. Gifts. You're either gifted with good old age or you're not gifted with good old age. That's just it. Some people struggle a lot in old age. Some people will ace it and they'll be good. So I think it's just a gift. I mean, Nancy Pelosi was deep into their 80s and I've not seen
She
her
was
on a
still
debate stage,
vibrant.
but I'm sure she still have a lot of better cognition than Biden, but it showed. There were a lot of statements he couldn't even.
What back 0808 312 8618. Join the conversation and let's talk about our country, because it's really important we have some of these conversations. It seems as though a problem this morning. Could it be the network, internet service providers showing us one shiggy or two? Go ahead and try to call us back, or you can leave a WhatsApp message. It's at 0700 010 961 961 0700 010 961 961. Join the conversation and let's talk all about it. After all, we're the voice of the people, and we will be nothing without your voices. So go ahead and give us a call. Meanwhile, we still have some other clips or audio to play this morning concerning different issues, but will approve funds and the government playing politics with the lives and the welfare of human beings here in Nigeria. We still haven't seen any new thing concerning our fight against insurgency. In fact, we're seeing more and more and more. The other day, we talked about some communities who have to pay a monthly levy to bandits who come to their land and demand millions from them. They are taxed with the responsibility of finding. These are villagers who are taxed with the responsibility of finding 20 million naira. Where they won't get them from? Where do they want to get it from? It's really, really interesting to see where some of our politicians have hung their priorities on. Talking about minimum wage, Ali Pate had a lot to say about it. He said, you cannot give what you don't have. Let's take a listen.
The remuneration issue for the health workforce. I have to say that there are lots of health workers in Nigeria that are remaining in the country and doing very promises that had been met could not be achieved. So it's useless to keep making promises and setting yourself up when you cannot be able to fulfill them. But one thing for sure, this president is committed to the welfare of the Nigerian workforce, and in our case, in sector, he is the champion for health. Human resources in the African Union, in fact, overall. And that says a lot about where his mind is in terms of the health workforce and his recognized and
all right, so well, that is Minister Ali Pate talking about the welfare of workers under the health sector and how much they should be making so far. There have been protests different in different locations. You're welcome back. This is still the voice of the people, 96.1 FM. Go ahead and keep us our dial locked and loaded on your station. This
for people to get palliatives. No. I think we need to solve the problem. The second thing is that there is no method to track the so-called palliatives. I'm beginning to suspect that these palliatives are basically opportunities for medical care that relieve symptoms without dealing with the consequence. Use that money you claim to waste on entrepreneurs. Do they understand the process of enterprise? They don't. That's why we are suffering. They are used to getting free money. So the only solution they can think about is giving out free money. Unfortunately, they're not even giving out the money. People should understand that palliative and citation. So I don't think Mr. President, when he was governor of Lagos State, I will take performance in every ministry. If we don't want them, we shut them down. Ministry of Agriculture is a compulsory subject. We must have food security. So and the only way we can begin to address this issue quick, we don't have money. No, we can't afford it. No, let's not make promises we can keep. It's in bad taste too. See, all of these people who claim that they are representing our interests, we need to go intentionally sabotage our interests because they're positioning themselves for future political gain. We should identify
very, very unique